subscribe, please, because there will be more videos coming out faster. I know that there was a big gap in between my last video and this, between my psychic experiences and paranormal story time. And I might be getting into some reaction videos.
I can't do my makeup while I'm telling stories, so that's out. And I'm not really a big fan of reaction videos, but I might give it a try. We'll see.
I didn't really get a chance to introduce myself. So, I guess I'll start with my psychic abilities. I don't know shit. When I was younger, I used to, like about 10, 11, I used to just take regular playing cards, and I would have them face down, and I would try and guess. I'd be like, okay, this one is going to be red, and I'd flip it over and it would be red. And I'd do that for a while, and then after a while I was just like, you know what, let me start trying to guess the suits of the cards. So I would start trying to guess the suits of the cards, and I was getting them right. So now we're talking about the age of 12. Like, I knew when something bad was gonna happen. I knew when a friend was gonna call and give me bad news. I knew when a teacher was going to call me into an office. I just had this feeling. And that was like the start of it. And to this day, I still get that feeling, those feelings. If somebody's going to tell me the bad news, I already know it's coming before they actually tell me. Now I'll get into a little bit of the paranormal experiences. By 19, I was really starting to get in tune with my psychic abilities. And this was when I saw my first spirit. So, friend Dan, he had I guess I'll call it like a row house, a ranch house. So one day I really had to pee. I was like, oh my God. And I knew that Dan's girlfriend, Sam, was back by the bedrooms. So I'm heading towards that way. And I saw the cat by the stairs to the entrance of the house. And I just stopped really quick, petting her. And Dan's bedroom was on the right-hand side, and the bathroom was to the left. And as I'm petting the cat, I see a black silhouette of a person go from Dan's room into the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, damn, Sam just went to the bathroom, I have to wait. So I'm petting the cat, and I'm petting the cat, and I'm petting the cat. Like, I got to the point where I was just like, I can't hold it anymore. I have to go over there. I have to knock on the door. Like, I'm going to explode. So I go over there, and I look at Sam, and Sam's in her, like, Dan's bedroom. And I'm like, did you go to the bathroom? And she's like, absolutely not. She's like, I've been in here the whole time. I was like, I just saw something go from your room into the bathroom. And I looked over at the bathroom door was open and the light was off. And I was like, what the hell just happened? She freaked out so bad. Now, an interesting backstory is that Dan's grandmother did pass away in the house. She passed away in the sitting room, which is right near the bathroom. And I remember the silhouette. Her bedroom used to be Dan's bedroom. It took me about 3 hours to process what happened, because I was like, it happened so fast, and it just looked like it was a black silhouette, and it went like, it was so quick. It was like, whoosh. So I was like, you know what? That silhouette was taller than Sam is, because Sam was short. Sam is short. That silhouette had short, curly hair. And that's how she kept her hair. She kept it short and curly, a little poofy. It was like blondish. When I went to the bathroom, I just remember it being cold, like ice cold. But I wasn't into the paranormal at that point. So I was mostly, at this point in my life, I knew I had some kind of psychic stuff going on, but I was almost pushing it to the side. Like, it wasn't a big deal. I just knew that I got feelings about things that were going to happen when they were going to happen. Fast forward to me at 24. So I'm laying in bed, and I was at a friend's house, and this area, this location, is a very old area. I believe George Washington had a house there, or I'm sorry, it was he had one of his headquarters there. There was a lot of, in that area, houses that are very, very old, built in the 1700s, and a lot of Civil War stuff had happened in that area. So I'm really sick, and I'm laying in this friend's bed. Like, the way I was laying was I was facing the wall. And in the middle of the night, I just remember kind of waking up groggily. Groggily. I just remember waking up groggy, and I looked over and I saw a woman. I couldn't see her face because it was just like, it was almost like her hair was in the way. Like, she had long black hair in the way, like she was looking down. So I just remember turning over, and I looked, and I saw her standing there. And I was alone in this room. I knew I was alone in this room. Nobody was bothering me. Nobody was coming in and out, especially that late at night. And I turned over, I looked at her, and I was like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel anything. And I just remember turning my head and going back to sleep. So fast forward to maybe like 2 weeks later, and I'm talking to my friend, and I just happened to like randomly remember that. And I'm like, you know what? I had a weird experience. I said, I woke up in the middle of the night, and do you know where that desk is? I said, I saw a woman, and before I could even complete my sentence, she goes, the woman in the gray dress. My mind was fucking blown. Like, I couldn't believe it. So she was like, yeah, I've seen her more than once. She usually, like, anytime I'm sick, that's when I see her. I believe she watches over anybody that's sick. So that land where her house was is, let's see, at the time it was only 10 years old. So we all know that it's like, oh, this building could have been built on Indian burial grounds, or it was built on a cemetery. Like, how many times have we heard that? But in such an old area, I do believe that there could have been some sort of something was built on top of it. Either that, or she was a spirit that was nearby that just knows that people are sick, or when people are sick, and she watches them. Because at this point, I've learned with all my paranormal research that ghosts are not confined to certain houses. They move amongst areas and go wherever. They're not confined to time or space, essentially. This one falls under more of like psychic / paranormal. I was 20 years old, and for some reason I was just like, I feel like going for a walk. Like, I went for walks often, but I just felt like I really needed to go for a walk. I was like, oh, I gotta go to the house. I just really need to go. Usually I would walk down like this little quiet street and kind of loop around and then go back to my house. But for some reason I decided to walk along the main road. And we had a big church down, maybe like half a mile down from my house. So I'm like, I randomly turned into the church parking lot, because I could cut across the church parking lot and get to that loop that would take me back to my house. But for some reason, it was like I was on automatic pilot, and I went into the graveyard. This graveyard, they have old headstones, but all the headstones are the ones that are flat. They're not the ones that stand up. So I'm walking, and again, it's like I'm on automatic pilot. I'm just going, and I'm going to the way back of the cemetery, turn in front of a grave, and I'm just like, this is a little girl. She's 4 years old, and she died a long time ago. And I was specifically thinking like maybe 1900s, early 1900s. Oh my god, I think my neighbor is vacuuming.
Really?
I was like, what is going on? Because at this point now, things are really picking up. But now I'm having experience after experience after experience. And what the hell is up with her vacuum? Thank God. So things just started to progress very quickly. And I wasn't ready for it. I just wasn't ready for it. I accepted the fact that I was seeing ghosts. I accepted the fact that I would get feelings and be correct about them. But I was not in denial. Caught up with boyfriends and college and working, and I just had so much going on that I just was not in tune with any type of paranormal anything. Now I can say that
What are you doing? They're knocking on the ceiling now.
I've had enough experiences at this point in my life where I can finally accept I have abilities. I have abilities. I see spirits. There's so many types of different psychic abilities, and I'm gonna make a video on that. That was one of the videos that was supposed to come out, but I figured I'd release this one first before I started to get into a lot of my research with paranormal stuff and psychic stuff. But there is something watching over me. With that, I guess I will end this video. I just wanted to go into a little bit about like what I've experienced when I was younger and where I'm at now, and stay spooky, scary, weird, and creepy. Alright, bye.